Now, what does this mean going forward? Well, against Trump, this is a real hit to executive flexibility. Reports note that the ruling knocks out his IEEPA-based tariff regime and creates uncertainty for importers. Not to mention, it could trigger messy fights with other nations over refunds for billions already collected. Have we even thought of that? That if this holds, we could have other countries coming to our doorstep with receipts demanding the money they paid in tariffs back. Who's going to pay that? It also hands critics a talking point that the administration has overreached and now got caught. Now, on the plus side for Trump, this is not the end of tariffs. Even in the dissent, that dissent suggested that President Trump may still be able to impose similar tariffs under other statutes, just not this one. So let's move on to the next legal loophole, right? That's what we're going to do. Trump is already signaling alternative legal paths and even announced a new 10% global tariff, but under a different authority. So while this is a legal defeat, it is not necessarily a permanent policy surrender. Now, from a Christian and conservative perspective, here's what I believe is the deeper issue. Government must be both strong and lawful. We don't defend executive overreach just because our guy is in office. And we don't ignore elite corruption just because the guilty people wear expensive suits or royal titles or have a red dress instead of a blue dress. Scripture doesn't give a pass to kings, princes, presidents for that matter. God says in no uncertain terms, with him there is no partiality. And that standard should humble every government and really everyone on earth. If this week has proved anything, it's this. A movement can win elections and still lose credibility if justice looks selective and power looks improvised. Conservatives don't just want victories in election cycles. We want truth, order, and equal scales that last. And if the right forgets this, we will run the risk of becoming the very people we used to warn others about. A nation can survive a bad headline or two, but nations do not survive a two-tier justice system and constitutional shortcuts.